And to break certain myths of your work-life balance, here are my six sizzling steps which you should take care while thinking of work-life balance. The first step: come out of the myth that work and life are two different aspects. They are actually the same pie. That is your life. So there would be days when you would be giving more to your work and less to your life. And there would be days when you would be giving more to your life and less to your work. So don't have that guilt that today I just gave 2 hours in office and the rest of the time I was planning for my travel. Or don't have the guilt that today I gave 10 hours in office and I could not cook at home. Gone are the days of being in guilt. Don't be in guilt. Understand this clarity has to be there within you, that it is you who is in the work and who is in the life. So just come out of that myth and understand you cannot divide that pie into 50-50. It's never a 50-50 ratio. It's just that whenever you are in a certain kind of a situation, just be present in that moment. The second, communication is the key. So talk to people. Talk to yourself first and make yourself understand what is important to you right now. Then talk to your spouse or your family members. Talk to the company or your boss. Because communication, the more you communicate is the more you will make people understand what is your requirement. And once you are clear with your goals and your requirement, you will see that people across also have become clear with what you want. And that is very, very important to achieve work-life balance. The third aspect, the power of saying no. Don't hesitate to say no. Saying no is not disrespecting others. When you say no, it means you are respecting yourself first, because you know what is important to you right now. And if the other person is just there to make a mess, or is just there to confuse you or take out time which is not going to be productive for you, say no. But don't be blunt. Have a way of saying no. Be assertive. Be empathetic. Give them an option that if it is no from you, then what they can do, what other things that they can do. So don't be better. Don't be a bitter person. Become a better person, right? And saying no is, again, I'm reiterating, it's not being disrespectful. It's all because you respect yourself. The fourth, delegation is the key. Start delegating your work. You are not a superwoman. You are not a superman. You don't have 10 hands like Ma Durga. So please start delegating to the right people, to the right set of people who can do your job easily. You don't have to do everything. And always follow the 4 Ds of delegation. The first D, do it. So if the work demands that it's only you who can do it, better do it. If the work demands that any person else can do it better than you, who has the knowledge and the skill, delegate to him. If the work is such that neither you can do it and neither you can delegate to the person and he also can't do it, then sit and dissect that job. Why it is so? Why is that job not happening by me or by delegation? Is it the problem with the job, or is it the problem with the skill set that we have in the company? And finally, if nothing works, then dump it. That job, that project, that work is not worth it right now, your energy. So better dump it, and you can come back to it later when actually you think that project is now going to work. So don't keep on mingling or breaking your head on a certain thing which can't be done right now, which is not in your control, right? Then comes up the concept of prioritizing your day. Now we all make a to-do list, but have you prioritized it? A to-do list is just a list with 10 different work, but then you have to prioritize this 10 works into high priority work, medium priority work, low priority work, and no priority work. That is the NPAs. So keep the NPAs out of your list, please. They only eat your time. And in a day, try to pick up 1 high priority work, 2 medium priority work, and 3 low priority work, and try to complete that on a given single day. And finally, be content that, okay, I was able to finish this much. Don't try to finish everything in the platter at one go. It will not happen. And finally, the 6th point talks about self-care. If you don't take care of your own self, If you don't take care of your own health, your mental health and your physical health, nothing of this will work. There will be no work and there will be no life. So what will you balance? And self-care is not being selfish. Self-love is not being selfish. So try and invest a time into your own self-healing. So do meditation, do yoga, do an exercise, do certain kind of hobbies or activities which pleases you, which makes you happy. Because a happy person can only raise a happy family. A happy person can only raise a happy team and a happy business. So if you want to have this kind of a work-life balance, then follow these 6 steps and you will see that work and life is just a cakewalk.